Hi Kiwi, and welcome back to a new episode of Hades 2. Today we are going to be doing some pitch black stone runs. The main reason for that is we just unlocked the aspect of Supai, but I would like to have the Dark Thirst on it, so I figure let's spam some easy runs and hopefully unlock that sooner than later. So let's start with the Trial of the Moon. Use near limitless magical potential and a powerful hex from Selene, the moon, to cleanse the woods of Erebus.
I can do this.
So I'll do a couple of these runs, probably 2 to 3 in an episode is usually my average.
All on the moon, draw you down.
I felt a weight drawing me toward the crossroads recently, and realized it was the pitch black stone. So then it has awakened, almost like an eye itself, but far older than mine, and peering from the infinite abyss.
I'm gonna spam through a couple runs, and whenever we end up with
Your foes shall shudder.
what's it called, a Dark Thirst on the fiddle. What are they? Oh my gosh, my brain is just completely reset. I'm so sorry. Whenever we end up with our Dark Thirst finally showing up on the torches, I will stop my little spam of casual runs here and switch into a full-blown run with Supai. And the question is, do I do a dash-only run? Because I'm definitely considering it. Oh wow, we're just gonna get everything immediately. Works for me. All right, so Wolf Howl. Want to use it again, so let's just rapidly get that. And then your Hex also deals damage before you rise up versus... Hex also inflicts the effect of your Rush Boon. Everything's Rush Boon themed right now. Fun. 50 more power, 50 more power. More damage to armor, I guess. Let's take the base damage for now.
One with Selene.
That is fun to just get everything immediately. Will we see any gods other than Selene is the question now. We don't have a great way of generating consuming magic, but it does build up fairly quickly. The problem is the time it takes for us to consume... The time it takes for us to use enough magic to make this hex activatable is the time it takes for us to kill everything in the room, unfortunately. Like, I am actually trying to be as aggressive with my magic as possible, but Wolf Howl is fun. I like this. I'm glad I took that. This is a fun room. All right, let's go ahead and just max out Selene, because it looks like Selene is the only god that's going to show up on this run.
More Thorn Weepers.
I guess probably the best way to do this is to just use my special. But again, I'm just wiping everything out immediately.
The path you face.
50 more base damage, sure, why not? And then, honestly, let's take Chaos. We're hunting for Flux. Maybe Flux will show up here. I think it's a mineable resource, if I'm correct, if I recall.
So serene.
Doesn't look like it's here, unfortunately.
The trials I devised all begin precisely as planned. But from that point, not even I can influence the outcomes entirely. For instance, I did not expect to find you here, Spawn of Hades.
Surprise, here we are. Oh, excellent. More prophecies. Let's see. Channel Omega moves faster. Spaniels. My Cocker Spaniels do 54% more damage. All right, I won't use my attack for a little bit. I'll just spam my special. And then our Omega moves to charge up faster, which means I can burn through magic faster. Sounds good to me. Oh, okay. I think between these two we take Ares because wounds on the special would be pretty decent for base damage, I think. Of course you can hit me there.
That was chaos.
Wolf Howl! Wolf Howl! Bawoo! Okay, I do need to be careful about how I aim that or I'll miss it. Good to know. Bawoo! That's the sound of a wolf howl, right, Kiwi? Bawoo! Right, I need to stop. I'm so, like, prone to using my attack. Oh, man. It throws my brain off. There we go. And they gave us Hecuba to make us have way more max magic as well as regeneration, potentially. Oh, you know what? We must be running the Arcana that gives us magic regen.
Zagreus is doing well. I trust that you shall get on famously, for you have much in common. Brutality, mercilessness. Would that I had such a sibling here.
I mean, I feel like you and Artemis kind of mesh pretty well. At least for hunting. We'll take the special here. 40% base damage isn't amazing, but the fact that wounds will make it have a higher base damage does kind of balance it out, I think. All right, maybe that wasn't as impressive as I hoped, but it's fine. Bawoo! 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 This is gonna make anyone who had any passing interest in watching this just tune out immediately. I'm gonna stop. All right, we are max rank on this.
Thus you have risen.
I guess I'll put it on the palm. I'm taking a ton of hits, but then I look at the end and see that I have 3 death defiances, and there's no objective reason not to just go with more damage, because more damage is funny, haha. Objectively speaking, the best reason to take Ares is because we can potentially get like Killing Spree or whatever his boons that make us have crit chance effectively be active, and that will be just wonderful for us. Up, and away! And they did. I'm gonna have to rethink my opinions on Night Howl, because I've never actually gotten to have a good run with it. I always get runs where I can't reliably spam it or get it ranked up, or I'm not building around it. But now, wait, what? Why do I have Supernova? I didn't even realize I had other boons. Okay. No, we just put this on the special. Apparently I had Lightning Lance. There's Hestia. We'll take Lightning. Oh, Lightning Lance with Smoldering sounds like a match made in heaven for me. Up we go, and down we crash. Yeah, this feels like a pretty... Oh, right, I still have the Chaos Curse. Oopsie.
Great stuff, dearie, giving back Kronos and then Typhon the old one too. You make this stuff look proper easy now. Mayhaps I should give it a go myself one of these nights.
I'd love to go on a walk with you, Hestia. Just, oh, could you imagine multiplayer in Hades? That would be so fun. I know someone's made something of that nature already. Controlled burn, sure, why not? Makes us use magic faster, therefore we get our hex faster. And Hermes to potentially speed up the speed of our special charge, sure, why not? Okay, these trials are exactly what I wanted them to be. From Hades 1, I was kind of making custom trials with custom builds using mods. And this is exactly what I want this to be. Just having silly runs like this.
My Chaos Boon just changed.
I wouldn't have believed you're going after the remains of Typhon had I not seen the whole thing for myself. Time works in strange ways, and looks like you can put a stop to it after all. Some of it.
And then time shows up and makes it harder. Hasty Retreat, Stutter Step, Nitro Boost, none of which we want. I guess I'll just take Hasty Retreat, it doesn't matter.
And we're off.
This is the final room before the boss. I have enough money to afford a boon, not that I need one. Hecate is going to get absolutely melted by Wolf Howl. Honestly, I know this is lame. We don't even get it on the special. Lame. Whatever, I'll take the armor then. Fine. Hi, Charon, you got something.
You've seen Nemesis about. She's supposed to be at her post, but I think you probably can understand. Whatever it takes for the family and the realm, right? Then may she go unseen.
He's a supportive older brother. Or younger brother, I don't actually know.
Zorafet.
Hecate.
Sister Selene aided you in getting here to me. But have you learned to harness her power?
Selene. Hecuba. Mel.
On that account, I would prefer to demonstrate than speak. With your permission, of course, Headmistress.
Prepare to get absolutely dunked on, Hecate.
Permission granted. Now, show me what the moon can do once in your grasp.
Well, you know what they say. A tree drops an apple. I'll drop the freaking moon if I am the moon, to be clear. Would have done double the damage if I was standing in her range, but it's fine because... I wonder if I can iframe using Wolf Howl to get through her... Yeah, that's actually a good question. Can I use Wolf Howl to get through her transformation orb? I'll have to try, I'm curious. 1, 2, 1, 2, because it does seem like I have iframes on this. Well, unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to find out because I wasted my opportunity. I squandered it. I really do love the special, Omega special on the axe. It's just so dangerous to use because if you get caught while you're charging it up, you're just in a bad spot all around. And kaboom. Well, that's awkward. Kaboom. Kaboom. Third time's the charm. This is fine. I know what I'm doing. I'm good at Hades.
We shall have to do this again some other eve.
If you say so. Well, that was a fun little jaunt through Erebus, I guess.
Return to Shadow now.
May my stardust compensate you for your services.
Could I trade for some flux instead? I have a really cool item apparently that I would like to use for flux on. All right, we got another staff, so no soup high yet. Let's do another one. Trial of Vigor. Trial of Vagar. Use various regenerative powers to withstand. I have just completely lost my ability to read. My gosh. Use various regenerative powers to withstand your ferocious foes as you scour the depths of Oceanus. Oceanus, Aspect of Momus, and the Blackened Fleece. So I assume the main reason these are all unlocking is because aspects that they require or keepsakes or things of that nature are all being unlocked. Looks like we're running a mix of Ares and Hestia. Ooh, big AoE. Okay, I like that. Yeah, so we're largely Ares here. I'm curious to see what our first reward here will give us to like complete the build, because usually they offer us something as a follow-up that guarantees a fun after effect.
The water spouts.
Oh no, just a palm? Okay, let's confirm. So we have Ares attack, Hestia's Scorch, Ares dash, and Hestia's gain, comboed with our attacks hit two times. Whenever you slay a foe, restore HP. Restore HP. Okay, so basically, there's never a wrong time to be spamming attack is basically the nature of this build. Understood. Spam, 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 spam. Okay. That means we like Ares here because we want Plasma to attack faster. Hestia's just here for the fun ride, I suppose. She probably has something nifty that I'm not aware of. Or maybe she's just here to give origination. That's a reasonable possibility too. Doesn't sound like we care about origination here because it doesn't seem to be applying.
Olympus.
I recently returned from certain travels for my work is never done. I was pleased to see that matters here were well in hand, much better off than when I left in many ways. I take it you're to thank in no small part.
You know it, Ares. All right, Sword Ring, Visceral Impact. I think we take Visceral... Ooh, wait, but... Yeah, we'll take Visceral Impact so we have chance of spawning Plasma to attack faster, I think. Then more Chaos. I'm going to keep going with Chaos because I want Flux and I need Flux, and I'm only going to find Flux in Chaos's chambers. No idea if they even can spawn it during a trial, but it's worth checking every time.
The embryo you have of mine, I would see you journey farther with it still. Would you consider the specifics of my thoughts? Respond.
A side quest from Chaos? Sure, why not?
If there is something I may do for you, Almighty Chaos, then you need but ask. Where might I take the embryo?
Take it from the beginning of your journey to the end. Do not replace it on the way, but reach your destination with it there. In the underworld or on the surface, we care not. This shall serve only to amuse the embryo and me, and perhaps you.
Hey, if it checks the box off, I'm always happy because I like my checklists. All right, and we've got another prophecy here. Sure, why not? For the next 3 encounters, I take more damage, but I sprint faster afterwards. Don't really care.
Should be manageable.
Yeah, we're gonna keep hunting for Ares here because I should not ever run out of HP as long as I am attacking.
Wretches.
I do wish Killing Spree, which I think is the one that makes us heal every time we attack below a certain threshold of HP. I do kind of wish its threshold was higher because being below 40 HP does nothing for you against bosses like Typhon or Kronos, especially when they're on Vow of Rivals. But I guess that makes... I guess they are meant to be difficult, so, you know. Mostly because they can one-shot you from below that threshold under most circumstances. We will take Grievous Blow. And then there's another Ares. I have no coins, so we'll go ahead and take this. This is the mid shop I'm up against, so this is fine. Right, I should be trying to apply origination even if I... Oh my goodness. Can I out DPS your spinny attack? That's a good question. Doesn't seem like I can, maybe, but now I can. Yeah, so this is definitely an Unga Bunga build. Just out-heal the DPS. Rallying Cry. I don't have enough damage for this. Cut Above is whatever. Sword Ring, sure. We'll go for another Hermes in the hopes that we get ourselves a attack speed up. You know what they probably want me to do is my dash attack, honestly, because that's the best way to get like the fastest bit of DPS out on it. Okay, we do have origination. I don't know why I thought I didn't have it. All right, yeah, so dash, basically the trick is to use your dash strike into your special, and you can stack the damage pretty quickly.
Doing well, that's great. Always was a tough sort. I figured he'd pull through. Who knows, maybe some evening he'll get you out of a bind.
Let's see, Omega moves are faster. Nimble Limbs, quick, excellent. So we attack 10% faster, exactly what we were looking for. Would have loved to see a higher rank, but I'm not going to complain. And let's keep stacking Ares. Maybe we'll get his legendary, and then I don't have to worry about running around to collect the plasma anymore. That would be nifty. But for context, Kiwi, the reason why I'm looking for the plasma is it boosts our movement and I think movement, but definitely attack speed for picking it up. So it's worth picking up. Grizzly Gain. I would take Grizzly Gain here, yeah. Yeah, I don't know why I thought that was going to heal HP for some reason. Meat Grinder or... Ooh, this is new. Whenever you inflict wounds or collect plasma, create a falling blade over a surrounding foe. That's new. But I'll take Grizzly Gain because this is just going to guarantee us a whole lot of plasma. Actually... Yeah, I'm taking Profuse Bleeding here. It sounds fun.
Conceal one of the other paths, perhaps.
I don't really need an extra chamber, so I'm just going to go for the boss room immediately. Alright, we're going to try and lean into what this challenge is supposed to be about. We are just going to go up to Scylla and face tank all her damage. Do we see the legendary? We do not. We do have enough Earth Runes for Rallying Cry, though, so we will get a 50% damage bonus. Although Mutual Destruction would be so fun here. Consistently higher damage or the very low % chance of extra damage? I'm going to go with the consistent, I think.
A sudden surge.
Alright, here we go. Hi, Scylla.
Check it out, gals.
I have a skewer.
We like going back to this smaller venue for old time's sake. Lots of our fans want us sticking to our roots.
So you comply with their every request? They don't sound much like fans if they're forcing their will upon you.
Oh, spoken like somebody who never had any fans to satisfy.
Oh my.
Because our audience has come to love our songs. So it's a give and take sort of relationship. Our music, sailors' lives, and yours.
Hey, you can just say that your music is to die for after all. Alright, so we're just gonna face tank here and see if we can get away with it. Does appear to be the case. I am just tanking all of the damage. This is funny. Hi, Jetty. Here, have a little fire so we get origination going. This is fine. This is normal. This is exactly what it should be. Oh, that's why we needed cardio gain. That makes a lot of sense. It's to, we have the double Thrasher, so we're using 5 magic every time we attack, but we're also regaining 5 magic every time we attack because of Hestia's cardio gain boon. Okay, that makes a lot of sense why we have it now. Okay. I had questioned it initially, and that's why I was kind of inclined to take Grizzly Gain from Ares, but this is fine. Yeah, we just face tank this the whole way through. This is fine. Sorry, Scylla. You never stood a chance. We're on gimmick runs. And gimmick runs are busted.
Finally.
Scylla and the skewers.
Did you see that, Chaos? Ouch! Return to Shadow now.
Alright, Kiwi, do we get the Supai run now?
Return to Shadow, Spawn of Hades.
You've amused me. Now get back to where you belong. Got it. Supai? One short of it. Oh well.
I had to do.
Let's go see if any of our garden has grown. It does look like people get dialogue in between these runs, so I may as well do a quick house run. If they don't have an exclamation point over their head, I'll just kind of ignore it. And our shadow extraction is complete, though. I'm gonna assume I'm gonna need a bunch of these in the future, so Fate Fabric. Let's go ahead and buy that real quick. Hi, Dora.
I'll take it.
Keep trying to buy these moon dusts. I'm sure I'll need them for upgrading Arcana anyway.
Power to create.
It felt like Fate Fabrics would be a very finite resource in terms of their relevance and use, but they keep coming back as being necessary, which I do appreciate. I also really appreciate the kudos system that lets us just sell old items for stuff.
You keep on vanishing into the pitch black stone, young one. My disciples and I, we've been thinking must be something pretty good in there.
Chaos has ice cream, black raspberry flavored.
Well, Commander, it's not exactly a feast on the other side. Whenever I use the stone, in many ways it's just like any other night. Except, I really shouldn't say.
Come on, why not? Not like somebody's gonna tell on you. I mean, have we not earned your trust, or what?
The stone reveals its own secrets, not I.
How very mysterious of you, Mel.
I can
All
see even
right.
deeper now.
This will be the last one for this episode, I think, even if we don't get Supai. Trial of Fury. Use the full potential of magic and the moon to overwhelm the foul creatures lurking in the depths of Oceanus.
Trial set.
Doing aspect of Selene, and I think I saw the silk from Ariadne? Yeah.
Already.
I've forgotten its name. Silk and Sash.
Beginning now.
And our starting boons are Hestia's Special, Engagement Ring, so inflicts cast on anyone in the Binding Circle, Born Gain, Fine Line, Mega Special Controlled Burn damage, and armor damage based on armor. We have 130 damage and we gain 100% or 20% of our armor. So basically what it wants us to do is, I think, a special build. So let's lean into the special then. Would be great for me if I did not go running face first into the projectiles immediately on the outset.
Come on.
Yeah, this is definitely a use your Omega special build. If only we had Poseidon to give us the double chance of Fine Line activating, that would be pretty crazy.
I don't know how you got so far so quick tonight, hot stuff. But you're not going any farther till you're properly prepared. Got to bring plenty of heat where you're going.
Well, warm my heart and hope to die. Glowing coal is decent. Pyrotechnique. We're depending on Hestia's cast or special, so why don't we grab Pyrotechnique first? Hephaestus.
Another path.
There. I'm mostly doing this to get them done. I don't think I need to go for extra chamber clears if I don't have to. Seems like we've got very good base damage on our special, actually.
Oh, how'd you get that so damn quick, Witchy? Mayhaps some of your witchy stuff, but I've got something more reliable here just in case.
I am a Witchy of Speed. Brave Face. Automatically use magic to resist up to 30% of any damage. So that'll reduce the damage taken from our armor. Yeah, I'll take that, sure.
My silver.
I'm not sure why I was surprised to see Hephaestus as giving us a duel already. We already have something of his, right? Right, we have his seismic salvo or whatever it's called. Right. I know what I'm doing. Oh, right, and we have aspect of Selene. Not that I feel like it's going to do much for this build. I feel like, once again, if their goal is for me to use Selene boons, I am breaking everything before it has a chance to attack. We do burn through magic extremely quickly for any Omega special, so I guess there's that.
Olympus, I accept this message.
Martial art. Sure, why not? Now we deal 10% extra damage, and we'll do 5% more every time we get an Earth boon.
Sure.
Hestia, I have a reroll. Let's roll here for... I can't reroll. Okay, Hestia it is.
Remember me, Serpent?
Yeah, we got very good damage. This is a very strong gimmick build, if nothing else. Goodbye, mini-boss.
Hideous thing.
I think the thing I appreciate most about this is just the fact that it is showing me potential. These Chaos Trials in particular are giving me examples of really fun builds I could potentially find for myself on my own playthroughs and maybe try to build around in the future. We're gladly going to take Hestia's Legendary here for a prophecy fulfilled. Your casts destroy many foes' ranged shots and inflict scorch on the attacking foes. 300 damage every 400 damage every 3 seconds. So,
Getting warmer.
in case you don't remember or you weren't around for the early access of Hades 2, this used to be Hestia's Dash boon, which is disgusting. It went from Dash boon to Legendary, and I think it needed to, but basically Hestia's Legendary used to be what her Dash is, and her basically the effect of her Dash and her Legendary were swapped. Her Dash would destroy all projectiles coming at you, and it basically made Eris unable to damage you in any way as long as you were dashing. It was really, really funny and objectively broken. But the dash otherwise was kind of useless because it did next to no damage. And yeah, it was good on one hand, on the way it broke the game for anything using projectiles, and abysmally unimpressive elsewhere. But very funny boon that they've now moved to the cast, interestingly enough, which I think makes sense because there's not really a lot of reasons why you would take Hestia's Dash boon. It's not really a good Dash boon. It doesn't really do a lot of damage, not to mention that it, unfortunately, just compared to, it doesn't apply any curse. It doesn't apply Scorch, in other words. So it underperforms relative to pretty much every other Dash boon it's thrown up against.
Olympus, I accept this message.
But Hestia's cast is one of the best casts in the game, so you'll want to take it every time, pretty much. So it makes a lot of sense why you would put her Legendary on the cast instead of the Dash now, if you're going to have it have that effect in the first place anyway.
Jump.
I am digging this gimmick build. I am. I really am. It's cool that we got to actually experience the Hestia's Legendary for the first time. I mean, honestly, the best chances to to find the legendaries and fulfill the prophecy are probably with the trials, because of how you already have a fair few number of boons stacked up. So there's just a greater odds that you see the legendary or a duo for that matter. Incandescent Aura. Whenever you restore magic during encounters, damage all hitch-afflicted foes for an extra 500% damage. Yeah, it's just that strong.
I accept this gift.
And of course, we're going to take the Chaos Room here. Will I see any resources? I feel like we haven't seen any resources other than gold, so it's probably just a trial in general doesn't offer resources sort of thing.
I understand your brother has returned. Perhaps he shall come visit me again as once he did. Whichever mark he does not choose, you may receive from me instead.
I do hope that we actually get to see Zagreus in here at some point. That would be cool. It's like a little interaction sort of situation. Cannot earn any more gold is fine because we're literally about to go into the boss chamber. And it's another prophecy fulfilled, so sure, why not?
It is already done.
And then into the fire we go. Do I want this palm? I can't afford it if I take the Hestia, so no, I don't. I can definitely feel my voice losing its strength, so I'm gonna have to take a break from recording after this one, I think. All right, your attacks and specials gain power the more fire boons you have, plus 10 base damage from Slow Cooker there. Means our specials are gonna do even that much more damage.
Showtime.
It's showtime.
Who made you this way, Skilla? Because my understanding is that you weren't always, well, the way you are.
Oh, I'm entirely self-made. Thank you, lady. You think I'm going to attribute all my talent to somebody else? A wizened songmaster who taught me all I know?
Your musical talents being innate doesn't surprise me. I'm asking, how did you become a sea monster? Weren't you the victim of a curse?
Oh, something you wouldn't understand is, the more famous you get, the more they're going to say about you. Because they're jealous. I let all of it roll off my shell. No good artist lets a random lie or insult get to them.
Interesting, that's a bit of Skilla's lore that I was unaware of. I didn't know she was actually the victim of a curse and made to look the way she is because of that. Greek mythology is just so deep once you look, like, not I wouldn't say necessarily morally deep or like metaphorically deep, but like just the amount of stories and like obviously ancient Greece was around for a fair bit of time, I suppose, so they had a lot of stories that built up. But it really puts into perspective and makes you appreciate how many stories there are when there's just so much lore to pull from. It's really cool. I am out of magic, and unfortunately Born Gain will not let me gain any further. So I guess we just spam special. Oh right, I have Aspect of Selene. I guess I should have used that at least once, you know? This is fine. Here, we'll finish her off here. Easy peasy. It kind of looked like we were bopping to her music, though. We were like pumping our fist into the air a little bit there.
Quiet.
Right? Yeah, we're jamming here. We will. I was a little offbeat, darn it. Oh well, whatever.
Done. Hit me then. Hey! Return to Shadow now.
The bounds of what is possible continue to expand.
All right, Kiwi. Well, I think I'm going to call it an episode here. My throat is starting to go on me, and I could definitely use a little tea break. Ooh, they gave it to us. Thank you, Chaos. Thank you, Chaos. All right. So, in the next episode, I don't know if I'm going to do a dash-only run necessarily, but I am going to do a Supai run. I'm really excited about this. So, Kiwi, look forward to that, and I will see you in the next episode. I hope you are sleeping, and if you're sleeping, I hope you are sleeping well. I love you. I will see you in the next one. We're going to have some fun. Look forward to it. Until then, I love you. Rest well, my dear.